wouldn't be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. You see, man made the cars to take us over the road. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. Man made the electric light to take us out of the dark. Man made the boat for the water, like Noah made the ark. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. Man thinks about a little bit of baby girls and a baby boys. Man make them happy, 'cause man make them toys. And after man make everything he can, you know that man makes money to buy from other men. This is a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing, nothing, not one little thing without a woman or a girl. He's lost in the wilderness. He's lost in bitterness. He's lost, Lord have mercy now, and loneliness. Try me, try me, try me. All aboard for night train. All aboard for night train. Got a brand new bag. See what you know. Come on. See what you know. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Get up off of that thing and dance to you feel better. Get up off of that thing and dance to you. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing and dance to you feel better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and shake till, say it now. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Get up off. Ha. Good God. So good. Everybody ready? Follow me. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and shake till you. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Get up off of that thing and twist till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and shake till you. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Ha. So good. Ohio players. Get into the sunshine. Check this out. I want you to get up off of that thing and dance to make you better. Get up off of that thing. Follow me. Help me. Get up off of that thing and dance to you feel better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Wait a minute. So funky. I need it.
That's a wife, brother. That's a wife.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Good job.
Watch it. Watch it.
Good job.
Watch it. Watch it. Look at that.
You sound good. Let me hear you say something. You feel good. You feel good. Good to me. Good
Get
job.
up off of that thing.
I want the horns again.
Feel better.
Can I get the horns
Get
again?
up off of that thing.
Play the back off.
That pressure.
Show 'em how funky you are. Play it, JB. Play it now. Play it. Get up off of that thing and dance to you feel better. Get up off of that thing and dance to you. Help me out. Get up off of that thing and dance to you feel better. Get up off of that thing. Try to release that pressure. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and shake till you. Say it now. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Wait a minute. Hold it. I feel good. Oh, there's a mother here tonight. Hello. You got it now. You got it now. You got it now. This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing, nothing without a woman or a girl. You see, man made the cars to take us over the road. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. we can. You know that man makes money to buy from other men. This is a man's world. It would be nothing, not one little thing without a woman or a girl. He's lost in the wilderness.
What's going on, guys? I'm back.
He's lost.
Oh man, I'm glad y'all liked it. 30 minutes of jams. I am so sorry about that. We'll try to trim that up when we take it. Uh, Shout out to uh James Brown, man. All of those guys are legends, right? You can actually say that is real wholesome music. You can't find it nowhere else. Uh, by the way, if you hung out so far for 30 minutes listening to music and waiting for me to come back, and again, I do apologize. It took me that long. I had a family situation I had to handle right quick. When you have kids, it's life, right? Uh, I want to say happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody. I hope everyone is safe. I hope that everyone is enjoying their days off. And remember that Memorial Day is more than just a bunch of people get some time off and veterans, you know, uh, rehashing the old days of being at war. It's about people who sacrificed their whole life, okay, to protect a country that they love. Yeah, I am, Jones. It should be back to normal now, Jones. I'm looking right now. It should be back to normal. Hopefully, it is. Let me make sure that my settings is being set up right so y'all can see me better. All right, cause my man says he was having a hard time focus on me. All right, it should be right. Let's see now. I think it's gonna be focusing a little bit because of how I got this camera, but it should be good. It should focus should be fine. I hope it's better for you, Jane. Jones, Gary, Don. Y'all shout out to Jones, Gary, Don on Rumble. He's like the only one that ever donates over there. Like seriously donates. Um, Nobody else normally donates over there. So please, if y'all see him, give him a shout out and tell him thank you. We had a record breaking Rumble last week. We shoot, man. Let me see here. I gotta see how many we got on Rumble last week, bro. It was crazy. I didn't even know you could get that many that I was getting that popular on Rumble. Rumble last week we got 265 views, man. Shout out to Rumble, man. 265 views. Bro, that's a lot of views, man. For a guy that has only 114 followers over there. Still growing over there. I'm still trying to stream more over there. I need to do more streaming on locals, and we're gonna do that. We really are. Um, Gary Fish, love me, JD, great show. And guy, yeah, thank you very much, man, Gary. I'm glad you love my show too. I hope that's what you're saying. Joel Davis Media Network. But enough about me doing all that babbling. We want to talk about a subject that is really, 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 really been I've been getting under people's skin about this joint here. Reparations. Now y'all know we done talked about this on this channel so many times. We done a show on it, but I've never really gave y'all a breakdown, a conscience breakdown from a Black American male perspective on why I am against it. See, you will hear Black conservatives say they're against it, but a lot of us are not willing to go down that rabbit hole and say why, like thoroughly why. A lot of times we want to avoid it like the plague. We want to try to take the high road. Well, I'm to the point in my life since I recently turned the big 40. I don't want to take the high road anymore because I'm starting to learn that the high road in these situations is a waste of time. Joel, why do you say it's a waste of time? It's a waste of time because when you take the high road, people really think that you're trying to be on some coward stuff, and I'm no coward. And the only reason why a lot of people take the high road because they don't want to go through the emotional turmoil of someone telling them that they are a traitor to their uh, ethnic background or what they think ethnically about themselves. Me, I don't care. I know y'all going to ask me, Joey, why don't you care, bro? Because I know who I am. I know that God put me on this earth for a reason. God gave me many talents. God gave me a talent to cook as a chef. God has given me a talent to be a provider to my family when the odds are stacked against me. God has gave me the talent to be able to communicate with anybody that I come in contact with effectively and meaningfully. God has also given me the talent with being able to produce music. If you notice now, I'm producing a lot of my own standalone music tracks to put on here as well. And God has really strengthened me to embrace more of the common sense in the world today. You know, I used to be a time I didn't like common sense. I really didn't. I thought common sense was nuisance. But as I gotten older, I found out that common sense is very, very much desired and needed. And that's what brings me back to this whole reparation conversation. We're gonna go a deep dive into some of the stuff that a lot of these wokians like to talk about. They like to say 1619. They like to say the revolution has begun and it won't be televised. And they love to say that they are a victim of their own environment. I want you to listen to these words that I'm about to tell you. Because when I break this down, why I don't support this BS and tie all this in, you'll understand why. So, first things first, we're going to take a walk on the wild side and discuss what is 1619. Okay? Because everyone loves to talk about it. So let's talk about what this 1619 means. So we're gonna share it right quick on the stream because we're gonna take a little educational tour why our liberal brother and sisters love to talk about this because this is like their call. Starman said it best. Imagine winning the lottery and still living in the hood. Would you feel safe? Some won't be eligible or will spend theirs and then want yours. Exactly. Exactly. Powerful statement, Starman. And that's what I'm about to get on here. This is what we're about to discuss. So 1619 is supposed to be in August of 1619. Approximately 20 to 30 African slaves arrived on a ship to the US of A when it was controlled by the British. Okay. Now you see 1619 and then you got 1776. Now they want me to sign up. I'm not doing that to read that. So I'm going to see if I can find another article right quick that now they got here. They were sold for supplies. That's what they said. All right. So let me see here. Now, here's the thing about 1619. A lot of people, if you listen and read Thomas Sowell, all right, a lot of things was happening in the 1600s. Okay. Let's talk about the 1600s. If you look at history, read history before the Wokians try to design it for their own good that they don't want you to know about and talk about or discuss, is that in the 1600s, a lot of things were going on. Okay. We had people discovering countries, we had Europeans going out here buying uh black uh African slaves. They were also buying Asian slaves. They were also buying Irish slaves. Oh, they won't talk to you about that. Oh, oh, we about to get it in on that, baby. Let's go into that story right quick. Hold on for a second. We about to break it down. Mm. Now there's a book I'm about to show y'all on this podcast, on this broadcast tonight. This is education because I want people to understand how crazy this is and how we're going to break it all down to how it would is well, how this whole situation could really put black Americans right in reverse. 1625. Now, if you look up 1625, and I read some of this book, okay, all right, they tricked a lot of uh Irish, white Irish people, okay, to also come to assist in picking cotton along with the Africans. They won't talk about that, won't they? Oh, they about to get real good. The way they tricked them was they told them that they would be indentured servants, okay, and that they was going to get paid. But in reality, they didn't get paid. These people got abused just like black folks did. They got beaten, messed up, and everything else. But guess what? Wokians will never talk about Irish folks being enslaved in the US of A because that situation would mean a whole different conversation. Yeah, I just hurt your feelings, Wokian. Pick up a book. Pick up a book. It might teach you something. In fact, not only did they got enslaved in America, they also got enslaved in Jamaica and Barbados. They were also working in sugarcane fields. Yep. And not to mention, you know why there's so many fair skinned people in America that they don't want to talk to you about? Irish and African slaves that were enslaved together wind up consummating. Yeah, can't make this up. But again, now, you want reparations. Black folks, I don't think you want reparations because this is about to be a rabbit hole you ain't ready for. See, I know what I'm saying. I know that's why I never talk about this and never been agreeing to it because I know it would be chaotic. I was on Instagram last night with this guy named the Living Independent. He was talking about why do you sound ignorant saying that you don't want reparation for slavery. All these other nationalities did. Yeah, they did got reparation for being mistreated. But guess what? Their reparations came in a form to where they could actually create generational wealth. We haven't done that. We never will do that. Why won't we never do that? I tell you why we'll never do it. Because we're too stupid to do that. We'll get the money. We want the lump sum. We want to get the money. We want to spend it on mom and them. We want to buy all these fancy stuff. We want to blow it on businesses that makes no sense, that we cannot do. Generational wealth is. Exactly. Say it again. Say it again with your chest out, 007 girl. They don't know that. Redneck comes from the Irish slaves, comes from the term of Irish slaves getting sunburned neck from working in the fields. And not only did they work in our fields, they worked in Barbados. They also worked in the fields of Jamaica. In fact, that's why I keep trying to tell them black Jamaicans owned its slaves in the 1600s, and they were not all black. But they don't want to talk about that. See, that's why I say this whole reparation thing is dumb. You're rehashing something that you're not prepared to really be prepared for. Because, see, what happens is once you rehash this, people are going to find out more and more stuff that happened in American history that they were never taught. And then you're going to have to really figure out, well, who got treated the worst, the Irish or the black folks? So y'all remember, Irish was enslaved longer than us now. Irish folks have been enslaved for years. They used to be preyed upon in the Vikings' time. Vikings used to go and specifically hunt just them as slaves. So Irish has been the longest suffering slaves for years before we even thought about being slaves. And you can look that up too. Documentaries on it. But again, black folks won't talk about that. These wokians. They're gonna tell you, well, we were so oppressed and we were lynched and stuff like that. Okay, so what? You don't think they didn't get that too? You don't think they got brutally beaten and lynched? Yeah, exactly. The slaves and the Pharaoh in the Bible, and they were Jewish. See, this is why I'm saying you're digging up something you're not ready for. Because if you want reparations, you're gonna have to give reparations not only to black folks, you got to give reparations now to the Irish. You're gonna have to give reparations now to the Jewish. Now here we go again. Now you got a whole what they call that Pandora's box that you was not prepared for. And you're talking about you want 2.3 million for each slavery family, and you have no plan with what you're gonna do with the 2.3 million dollars. You ain't said not the first thing about fixing up communities. You not said the first thing about trying to better test scores in Baltimore. Now you ain't said nothing about, especially California, making sure that people will quit pooping in the streets. None of that. You just want $2.3 million. You sound like a kid in the movie A Christmas Story. Shout out to my boy Jericho Green because he used this analogy and it's perfect. You keep screaming, you want this BB gun, and everyone keeps telling you, you get this BB gun, you're gonna shoot your eye out. No, I want it. I want it. It says in the box, if you shoot it, high-powered BB gun will shoot your eye out if you're not careful. You cause injury to your eye, and you go and you get it. And guess what? The first morning happens to you when you go and you pull that trigger to test out your new BB gun. You shoot your eye out. This is what this is about. That's why I'm doing this lesson to you guys, to let y'all actually see what I see. Let me show this right here. This is a book that explains to you. You can get it in paperback, you can get it on Kindle. $8 of real knowledge that will tell you that there were Irish people that were slaves. Oh. Oh, it's about to be this about to be even more comical. Interracial marriages was going on in the 1600s because of the slavery situation. So it was nothing new. Irish and Africans worked hard, brought their freedom based upon who they were enslaved with or who owned them, and then they would be able to get married. And that's how interracial mingling and all these different light skins of colors came into play. So it wasn't just from the massa or the lady of the big house. This has been going on for years. So I just wanted to be able to start with that. That's why this reparation mess is dumb. There was a lot of people making money off the slave trade. I want you to understand what it meant. Slave/trade. You think Africans were the only commodity? It's just like the drug trade. You think that they had one drug going around? Well, all right, guys, we're going to only focus on heroin. No. When the drug trade was popping, they had cocaine, heroin, anything, weed, anything that you could make money. People were trafficked back then. They were commodities. If you was at a tribe or a village that was needing money and you got these rich aristocrats pull up, hey man, look like you hurting over here. You the leader, right? Yeah, I'm the leader. Yo, man, you want to have these nice digs? You want to have these nice bow and arrows or these nice musket guns? Yeah, man, I sure do. Give me a couple of your sorry or strong villagers that you just don't want in your village no more. And we'll hook you up, man. We'll have you prepared. Oh, man. Yeah, and you're right. It's still happening today. Africa still has the largest amount of slave abductions of young girls of all time, trafficking, along with over there in Europe, especially in Europe. Europe is the hotbed for human trafficking. If you're a nice looking young girl, or you ain't got to be a young girl, you can be a middle-aged woman, they get trafficked too. They don't care. If you can still be sexually active, they're kidnapping you. I don't see you wokies doing anything about that. Y'all keep saying the mother. In fact, if you want reparations so bad, why won't y'all go to the motherland? Why don't you go to Africa and get Africa to pay the bill? They the one that sent you over here because you wasn't stolen. I'm gonna tell you that now. It was maybe 10% of the time you were stolen. 80% of the time, your your tribal people were selling you behind because they wanted the muskets. They wanted the muskets, they wanted it all. So they were like, you know what? Hey man, I always want that nice musket. So let's do this. Let's do this. So let me go and take this off and get back. Focus on me. Give me 1 second here. So, guys, please believe that the slave game was a moneymaker for any nationality that wanted to get rid of some people and get some supplies. Villages were ready to make money. When they saw them boys in them big old ships, they were excited because they already knew what the deal was. They got money and they ready to tangle. What in listen, don't believe this Hollywood story where when they pulled up, these people was like, oh no, you're not gonna take my people and my land. I love my tribe. Man, don't listen to that Hollywood BS. Okay? Think about this. You're a leader. Yeah, mostly children. You're right. You're right, 007. They were mostly children back then and now. Think about it. You're a leader. Okay, you're a leader. You got maybe a small or medium tribe. And let's say you might have had a hard famine. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to feed everybody there, and things are not working, working in your favor. And you got this tall or you have to be tall, just regular looking business guys that wore the fancy attire back then. Pull up in these big boats. They walk to you, smelling like, I guess, spices and myrrh or whatever they used to put on their body to smell good back then, and was like, hey, we want to do business. We got all these fancy stuff. We got all these muskets. We got we can teach you how to make boats. We can teach you how to make all kinds of supplies. Okay, hold on for 1 second, guys. Give me one moment. I'm back. My kids coming through. So get better what I'm saying now. All this is going on, and these people have never really seen that before. So they're like, okay, well, I am having a hard time. My life is really upside down right now, having all these people in my village, and I can't support them. You know what? I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to go that extra mile. So what they do is they go and they make the deal. They see what these people got, and they're like, all right, cool. And they probably go, whoever the leader of the village could be an older man, younger man, whoever that's that leader of that village, probably go in there and say, you know what? Y'all about to y'all we hey, probably even told them. I don't know what to tell y'all, but some of y'all ain't gonna make it, ain't gonna be here for long. And they probably go and probably set up the attack for them. They probably go and do it themselves. Well, this person here, they got a young daughter. or they got a young strong man, I help y'all get him or her and take her back over there to the States and get their whatever money they supposed to be getting, and them people go on and travel on back with it. Just what it was. Everybody got it. Everybody became a slave. This is what it was back then. The slave trade was horrible. The only people that was spared from being slave trade back then, you had to have to be rich or something like that, or have a higher uh, anarchy in some of these tribes. You know what I'm saying? Like the tribe man, he ain't gonna sacrifice his son. He ain't gonna let you get his daughter. It's just gonna be like, I'm gonna only focus on people in my tribe that's weak or you know can't carry the load, can't do their part. What's up, brother? What's up, Bianca the Zombie? My girl. Y'all hit the like button, man. Let's get some likes on Rumble, man. 4 people watching in Rumble. Yeah, let's get some likes over there. Let's get some likes, man. I'm gonna refresh. Hopefully we get some more likes, man. Yeah, we got 4 likes so far. Let's get those likes up over there on Rumble, man. I'm trying to go for a record tonight. I wanna go for 100 likes, man. Let's go for 100 likes. As many of y'all come in here and on my Rumble all the time. Let's get 100 likes. I know it took me a while to stream, but come on. How many likes we got on YouTube? Cause we gotta get this algorithm going. In fact, I need somebody to make some comments right quick on this video. Whatever you gotta do, because we got a lot more to bust down. So this is the lies that we're seeing about 619. And whoo, let's talk about another one. Let me go bring this back right quick. I learned something about this tonight. Hold on for a second. Hold on for a second. They don't talk about this. The forgotten history of white slaves. Did anybody talk about this? In 17th and 18th century. This was in the 16 and 1700s. Okay. Because they said 17th and 18th century. So this is the 16 and 1700s. 300,000 white people were shipped to America as slaves. What? They even had convicts, gamblers, you name it. People that ain't had no homes. People they thought was scum of the earth that could not be a part of Britain. They took them to America, bro. So y'all sure y'all want to do this reparation? Cause I'm telling you right now, there's some British ancestries that they could do some report on that came from Britain that also was enslaved back then. Y'all black folks, sure y'all want to look? Y'all sure y'all want to play this game? Cause I'll tell you now, I'm spitting knowledge to you tonight, baby. There was a lot of people was enslaved back then. So we don't find out there was some white Irish. So you mean you got to pay them. Then you got white people that was enslaved. So it wasn't just black people. I mean, I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you out. This is one of the realest streams you ever gonna find out. To check these books out, I put this list on it. There was British people enslaved. So we done covered this base. British people were enslaved. Okay. We've had Irish people enslaved. So it wasn't just black folks. Damn. What happened, dog? I mean, I really did. I thought that it was black. Y'all told me it was black folks, man. I'm confused. I mean, that's what I was being told. That's what Jesse Jackson told me. Jesse Jackson told me that what it was. I'm going by what Jesse told me. Al Sharpton told me the same thing. Double 007 said reparations will bankrupt the road. Exactly. Thank you. Say it louder for the people in the back that want this reparation. You would have to pay the whole world. Literally. You would have to pay. Oh my God. We only make up 13% of the population of the United States of America. Then you got to look at the other nationalities, the Europeans, the Irish in the US. That'll be basically white Americans that probably is ancestry of slaves of that era, also from Britain as well. You're looking at another 55%. Thank you, Dean. Thank you. Thank you, Dean. I appreciate it. Well, Dean, it's got to be brought to everybody's attention because I'm tired of this reparation stuff. I'm tired of people talking about what they don't know what they're talking about because there was too many people enslaved back then. The only reason why I felt like black people got the shine because of the civil rights movement. And we're going to get to that in a minute. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on that. I'm glad we got our shine. I'm glad we got some opportunity. But we got so much shine during that time. And because of the things that was happening us in the US at that time, that people didn't take the time to say, well, wait a minute here. If black folks has been going through this, then who else been slave? Oh, we know Native Americans have been slave. We already know that. We've talked about that on my last stream. Then what about the Europeans? Were they enslaved too? See, nobody didn't want to go and go down that rabbit hole because it would have been uncomfortable. Because then it would have been more of a capitalist going wrong problem. Okay. My man says, by the end of the day, I believe people do need reparation. They deserve that money. Plus, the Native Americans deserve more respect. Also, there were no Asian slaves or white slaves. Okay, I'm about to debunk that. There were Asian slaves at one point. I'm about to get to that. The reason why they didn't last that long because due to the fact of the matter, it was some economical things. But I'll bring that. We talked about that on that channel as well. But there were white slaves, bro. I'm just telling you that now. I mean, I just showed you like they came from Britain. There was 300,000 of them.
Where you going now? Outside, babe.
At the 1600 and the 1700s. And the reason why they were slaves is because Britain didn't want them. A lot of these people were criminals. A lot of these people were homeless, couldn't hold down a job, had a lot of issues. So they just sent them over there to the US for a while until we got our independence. So, Dean, I don't want it. I don't want the reparation pay. I don't want it. Here's why I don't want it, Dean, and I'm about to get to that in a minute. I don't want nothing to do with it. I think it's dumb. I really do. And it's never going to pass because everybody knows that this is the history they would have to go through and look up. Why you think Gavin Newsom hurry up and slam that down? We'll revisit another time. Because what I'm showing y'all is the dark side of American history would come out. Okay. Well, Dean, that's on you, bro. I'm doing this because I'm tired of black Americans that's for this reparation understand that we're not helping our culture. All we're doing is hurting it. And that's all we're doing because we want reparations, but we don't have a plan to what to do with it. It's just like someone giving you a car and you ain't got a plan to get a driver's license and you ain't got a plan to get a job to pay for the car. You just want the car. It don't work that way. You got to have a plan. And I'm going to get to that. So I told y'all that. So we talked about 1619. Now, let's talk about the next BS thing they love to talk about in the Blackistan Wokian mind frame that is dumb. Give me 1 second. So we talk about 1619. Now we're going to talk about something else. Give me 1 second. All right. Talk about the civil rights movement. So the civil rights movement began in 1954. All right. Now we're gonna go to Wikipedia. You know, a lot of people don't like Wikipedia, but I like Wikipedia. Wikipedia gives you a lot of information. All right, so we're gonna do a deep dive right quick. We got 8 people tonight because I want to make this special. I want people to understand that I'm doing my due diligence. We're doing this together. This is a blind reaction. That's what we're doing. A blind reaction on how crazy this is. Hold on for a second here. All right, so we're doing a blind reaction. I know it's not always right, but we're going to fact check it against some of the things. But I'm quite sure Wikipedia is going to be designed for your wokians because that's what they like to rely on too. So we're going to go through that and then we're going to go through some of the fact checking. All right. So it started in 1954. That's what they said it started. Okay. It was like considered the Reconstruction era and everything else. Now, they will talk about white supremacists in the South. And this was not the first time we tried civil rights movement in the 1800s, but we definitely didn't get I do justice. Now, this is what was always told to me started the spark of the civil rights movement, and that was the murder of Emmett Till. Now, let's talk about Emmett Till right quick because there's a lot of people that don't know the story, and we're going to do a refresher. Emmett Till was a black man that a young black man from Chicago. Now they said that his mother acted kind of uppity to based upon her roots in the South where she was from, but I don't think that was the case. I think Emmett Till's mother basically was one of those women who were like, I made it. I came from the South. I went to the city. We're doing good here. I'm working around white people all the time, all different nationalities. We made it. I don't think that racism is not as extreme as you say it is. Pause. So Emmett Till got from his family, what I was told in this story, even from my mom, my great grandma, that at 14, he was told by his mother, okay, that he was going to visit relatives. I think it was like his uncle and great grandma and all them in Mississippi, Money, Mississippi. And they told him, son, this is a different time. Okay, this is not Chicago. You can't go out here You can't hang out with a bunch of white folks all the time. You can't whistle at nobody, white women. You can't gawk at no white women. You gotta keep your eyes straight forward, because out here, anytime that you come off looking any way disrespectful, it's not good. Hold on, guys. I'm back, guys. So he my wife was calling me. Shout out to my wife. So anyway, he comes to Mrs. Money, Mississippi. Now there is a lot of discrepancies in the story. A lot of people said that uh this Carolyn girl, that was Carolyn woman, that she was white. They owned a small grocery store. They said he was flirting with her, touching or whistling at Bryant. They said it violated the code. And she told them about it, and they got very upset, and they went and found him, and yeah, they was ready. They did what they did to him and killed him. I don't really think what happened. This is what I personally think happened. I don't think he was openly flirting with her, because at 14, a lot of young men, they don't, back then, what I was told by my great grandma and my great granddaddy, like back then, even the ones from the city, that boys just didn't go up to grown women like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were like shy. There was only a handful that would do that. Most of these young boys, you know what I'm saying, they weren't like these girls. Now they said mostly grown men would prey on girls his age 15 and 16, because that's just what they did back then. Oh, she's 15, she's 16 years old. I'm gonna make her mine. You know what I'm saying? And 9 out of 10, a lot of those girls didn't have fathers in the home. So, you know what I mean? That's why they were real tough like that, to cross that line. I really think that the woman probably was looking at this young boy because he was dressed differently. They said he had on nice clothes, and that he always kept himself up, and you could tell that he was not from Mississippi. So you got to think about it. Here comes this young married woman. She's 21. She's probably, married to a husband that always looked plain Jane all the time. And you got this young, impressionable black young man who's 15, who looks like a grown man, or developing into looking like a grown man for his age. And she probably was intrigued. You know what I'm saying? And I'm quite sure, I think she made the first move. And I think what happened is the husband saw it. And I think the husband got on her butt, and she just hurried up and made that excuse. Well, he whistled at me. I mean, we got women that do that today. You got women that are quick to lie and say that a dude, you know, do that. What are you talking about, sir? I'm talking about something else. I'm not talking about the Native American viewpoint. So I'm past that. If you want to talk about the Native American stuff, I tell you what, if you want to talk about Native American and stuff like that, you can go on my personal stream that I have on Instagram. Okay, sir. I do those about once out the week. Okay. And then we could talk about it. Right now, you are on my stream. Okay. This is my show. I choose what I want to bring up. If you don't like that, because I'm bringing up something different tonight, sir, then you know what you can do. No disrespect. But again, this is my show. All right. This is not about NativeAmerican.com tonight. This is about reparations, about black people wanting reparations. So if you're not on that, I can't help you. Sorry. Again, if you want to have this personal, we can always do that on my Instagram. I do an Instagram once a week. Okay, I usually put it up there on my community post, and we can talk about the Native American standpoint. But right now, while you on my YouTubes and my Rumble, this is what we get down on. Again, Dean, Instagram, email me. We can come up on my Instagram part. We'll invite the people that follow me on YouTube, and we can discuss further about Native Americans, reparations, and things of that nature. Tonight is not the show. I'm not going to ask you again. I respect you. I'm glad you're a fan, but I do not want to time you out. Okay? Thank you. All right. So, getting back to what I was saying, and mods, please be on standby because I don't want to be off topic tonight. So, y'all know what it is. Once I give y'all the green light, y'all know what to do. So I think that's what happened. I don't think that he went and touched this woman like they said he did. I really think that she was being the aggressor. You know what I mean? Um, so and I think that's why when she died a horrible death. Because I think that a lot of it, she even said she kept saying she was sorry. I think in Emmett Till's case, she caused this because I think she was the aggressor. I think she the one that was flirting with this young man and got caught. Because she waited several days to tell him, to tell her husband. Now, a lot of people said her and her husband was having problems back then. Now, what I liked about the mother is she wanted the casket to be open because she wanted the world to see her child's face disfigured, messed up. I mean, if you look at the picture of um what happened to Emmett Till, the way his face was mutilated and bloated, um, it really sent a message to America that, oh my God, this really could happen. Like this sent a message to black Americans all over up north. I think back then my great grandfather told me that black folks were scared to travel back to the south when they saw that mess. They were like, oh no, I ain't going down here. But that's when again we was having real racial issues. It was really prevalent. Now I'm not finished. Let's get back to the civil rights movement. During the civil rights movement, the sit-ins and stuff like that, there's always been some controversy about the civil rights movement. I wasn't there. A lot of people said that a lot of it was fixed, or as they would say, staged. Now, what I was told, and I was reading a broadcast from a guy. I don't if I can find that on YouTube. I don't think they removed it either. He said that a lot of the civil rights movement situation was staged because they wanted Black Americans not only to get uh equal rights, but they wanted white Americans that were in control of doing this to actually see that Black Americans was just like the rest of the American people during that time. Hardworking, going to church, dressed in their Sunday best, had morals, and had a sense of pride of family. That's why when a lot of white Americans started seeing things going on in Nashville, water being sprayed on black folks, dogs going after children and stuff like that, they were horrified because it was like, wait a minute now, these black folks, wait a minute, these black folks is just like me. They put on their Sunday best, they have their hair cut, you know, their children have nice clothes on too, like my children do. Oh my God. Are we really these type of monsters? In fact, it was so instrumental during that time that you had a lot of KKK members. Um, yeah, 007, you right. I agree with you on that. I still say to this day that why she kept apologizing, she was the aggressor. Anyway, I think that what made a lot of white Americans in the South that were supporting all this racial tirade or, joining with the sheets on and the Ku Klux Klan recruitment started backing out because it was like, wait a minute, bro, I can't do this. I can't murder these black folks. They go to church. They praise God. You know what I'm saying? They work hard like I do. They eat the type of food I eat. They like fried chicken. They even got a lot of seasoning. They stuff. Man, oh no, I can't do this. This crazy. And that's how the civil rights started progressing. So the civil rights movement put black folks right there at even till with white people, right? This is going into the 70s. What happened? I'm not done. I want y'all to follow me. I'm not done. During that time, we are about to talk about something that started to take form. The history of the project housing. Excuse me.
No, you can't go in there. No, no, no. No, that's great. Rick, Rick, Rick. One, two.
And it started with the housing segregation of America. Okay. So give me 1 second. All right. Let me see. So we're gonna talk about that. That's what I was looking for. So we're gonna do again. This is gonna be a blind reaction, and I want to see if it's still. Hey, 007, handle that, please. Please handle that. In fact, I got you. Don't worry about it. Yeah, yeah, guys. We're gonna go ahead on here. He is no longer part of this channel. I don't want him on my channel no more. Listen, guys, let me tell you something. I don't like trolls. I really don't. Okay? I told you one time, and I told you one time before. If you got an opinion about me, we talk about it on my Instagram. I have an Instagram design now that we have a talk person to person to air this stuff out. Now, when you go on my channel, don't be coming on my channel trying to talk BS about what you want to do, what you think I'm doing, or whatever. You got two choices. When I tell you that, I'm giving you the invitation to leave my channel. But when you continue to keep on and on and on in my chat, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove you. Or I'm going to get one of my mods to remove you. That's what we do here. Les White's a mod. 007 Girl is a mod. About half of the people, 90% of the people in my chats are mods. I have that for a reason. Karen, thank you for subscribing. So, if you want to be on my channel and you want to play these type of games and you want to be a troll, congratulations, you will be removed. I don't have time. I am here to preach facts. You can either be a part of that and get some educational experience, or you can sit back here and be dumb and get removed and look slow. It don't matter to me. Now, let's continue to move forward. Before I was rudely interrupted. Now, we're going to talk about the history of the housing. Okay, so I want y'all to understand something. I'm gonna some of this is woke, but some of that got mixed history. And I want to talk about what the purpose of the housing was. All right, so at first, in the 1930s, when the market, oh no, I never talk about false facts, baby. No, I never said no. Karen, I don't know who told you that. I've never disrespected any Hispanic people. I have a love for all nationalities of people. If I talk about any joke about anybody, it's gonna be my own people. Okay, I don't diss no one unless they deserve it because they're doing stupid stuff. Well, honey, I don't know who your friend was on Trovo, but they got the wrong Joel Davis. You can go back and look at all my stuff. I have never said one disrespectful thing to a Hispanic person unless you committed a crime. Now, if you committed a crime against children, against women, or anyone else, that's how I get down. Okay. I have too many friends. If you look at my all these people that you see with me, I know them on a personal level. Nope. Never went against Koreans. Only Koreans I ever had a problem with are North Koreans that was trying to spy on America. That's it. Never had a problem with anyone. Again, unless you commit a crime against children and women, or you disrespect the flag, then we got a problem. Only donations we take over here is donations towards the channel. Because I'm a content creator. I don't do this for this. This is expensive. It's not free. It's just like when you go and you subscribe to Netflix, right? You got to pay a monthly bill, right? If you like it, that's what it is. That's content creators. That's what we do. Now, if you don't want to do a donation, that's fine. You can at least share and like it. And that's it. Again, you want to get the truth of who I am, sit back, relax, and everything will be answered to you within an hour. If you don't want to do that, I hate to be very blunt and disrespectful, but you could be like the next guy. You can move along. No offense to you, Karen. I'm just a real OG. I just don't have time for the BS. No, I don't do. I've never do anything for charity because most of the charities I've came across have not done what they're supposed to do for the money. So any donations that I do, I do the donations towards what the content. And look, no, I'm not telling you to do anything, Karen. I'm just telling you like it is. I am who I am. I'll never tell you to do anything that you don't want to do, honey. You are your own person. I'm just a straight to the point person. You sub to my channel, I must be saying something that you like. But if you feel like that you shouldn't have subbed to my channel or you got questions and you don't like the answers to my questions, then I'm just going to tell you like everybody else do in America. You can make you another choice and you can find someone else. I'm just being real with you. No offense to you, Karen. I'm just a real man, okay? I'm blunt. I don't hold people's hand. I didn't tell you to. Only reason why I told you to leave, Karen, is because if you don't like what I'm saying on the channel, or you don't like the questions I'm answering and I'm giving to you, and you feel like that you still want to question everything I do, then maybe this might not be the channel for you. It's just like when you go to a doctor and you say you having pain here, here, and here, and it's all and you're and let's say it's a heart doctor. You say, okay, I'm having pain in my left part of my chest. I got this, that, and that, and I'm getting an irregular heartbeat. But he's telling you what's going on. Okay, Karen, I'm about to help you out too. Okay, don't worry about it. You're right. You're right. You should not be abused, Karen. You are right. I'm with you. You should not be abused. You should not be abused, Karen. In fact, you know what? You shouldn't be abused so much, so honey. I'm finna help you out. There you go. Now you're not abused. Look at that. Look how easy that is. Look at that. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Now, any more trolls? I must have made it, guys. I must have made it. I even got two trolls here so quickly. I love it. Who else want to troll tonight? I have nothing else to do. I will help you out. Just like that. Just like that. You're done. Can't make this up. Shout out to 007. Shout out to my Gritty Urban Saga. You're right, Gritty. That's why you're a moderator, buddy. Congratulations. That's why you're a managing moderator, Gritty. Thank you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, guys, I'm just straight to the point. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. Y'all know me by now. If you've been dealing with me for going on 3 years, I'm straight. Straight to the point. I have nothing to hide. If I tell you something you don't like the answers, then get off my live. You know how many lives are going on right now on YouTube? Probably over tens of thousands lives. You know how many lives going on Rumble right now? Thousands. Find you one. Find you one that's going to cater to your BS. I'm not it. My time is precious. Now, since we got this all out the way, hopefully we can continue to educate ourselves about why the federal housing has let black folks down. Now, in the 1930s, it was designed at first for white Americans. Thank you very much, Gritty. Say it again with your chest out. Okay? I mean, this is what it is, bro. I don't have time for that. It was supposed to be for white Americans. Now, this is what happened. White Americans the during the segregation, they were segregated. Okay, so there was two types of projects. There was the projects for the white Americans, okay, and there was a project for the black folks. Now you know the white Americans had the nicest projects and all that stuff. Well, at that point, it got to a point that there was a lot of black Americans, especially in bigger cities, that were not being able to have room to get into those housing projects anymore for blacks. So they started spilling into these neighborhoods where the white Americans that lived in the projects were at. And when that happened, a lot of white Americans who had access to better loans and better this, that, and the third at those times, because again, we were going through the whole racism thing that was really real back then, got up out of there. You know, they were like, yo, man, I'm out. I didn't want to be around that. So they got flooded with all these black people being around there. Now, even then, a lot of black folks that lived in those tough situations, we still have fathers and stuff in the home. Now, here where it gets crazy. Now, then you had Vietnam, right? You had Vietnam came in, and when Vietnam came in, that's when a lot of people started getting hooked on drugs. And when the drug era came in, it was heroin. Heroin was a major drug back then in the 60s that was detrimental to a lot of black families. Okay. That's when they started seeing the very slowness of the deterioration of the black family. You started seeing black fathers who was coming from Vietnam that married before they went off there and came back, could not. Yeah, exactly. They wasn't able to function. So now you got these black men coming back. They can't function. Okay, they're on heroin, and back then they didn't have a lot of facilities for people to kick these drugs. So then the government came with a brighter idea because they wanted to continue to make money off of the horror of these underprivileged black folks that were not able to get out the gutter. They were like, okay, we gonna try to play hero because this is what the white liberals started telling a lot of these black uh mothers. Hey, listen, I'll go help y'all out, y'all black and stuff. And I know it's hard for y'all to find work. He's a veteran, and y'all know, racism is still prominent, which it was a little bit, but not as strong as it was since the civil rights movement. Let me tell you what we could do. I'm gonna tell people that your husband and and it's not in the home. Okay, tell him to use another address, and No, Gritty. I never have, sir. Don't want to. I was fortunate enough never to. Well, yeah, no. But I definitely did a lot of pills when I was on that stuff. But that's another story. No, I have not. No, I have not. Yeah, I'm lucky on that. Thank God. So when that started happening, okay, you got all this going on. The fathers not being in the home because of what the government is telling them. Then you got the drug scene of the heroin that's also keeping them from not being in the home. It just became a nightmare. It really did. It became a nightmare in the communities of the projects. And we're not finished yet now. Yeah, that's true, Gritty. That's true. I got a lot of uncles that had that going on. Y'all shut the. Give me 1 second. I'm back. Gritty, I'm gonna put it to you this way. I'm not gonna confirm or deny that. Uh, I'm not comfortable answering those type of questions, my friend. But I can tell you this: I was around it. I seen it destroy people in my family, and I'm definitely not a fan of it. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Now, pills on the other hand, definitely did that. And I got my. You can check my bio. I got a whole story about my whole life when I was on pills, being crazy. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So now you got that going on. That lasted for at least most of the 70s. Then after the 70s, the 80s came. And what happened in the 80s, guys? That's right, the crack cocaine epidemic. Because you had this new thing that was rock. Shout out to Gritty for putting that in there in his message where oh no, Gritty, I never did that, bro. I just popped them. I don't do needles for a player. That ain't my style. I had friends that did that, but I don't do that. I just popped them. Vicodin was my drug of choice and perks. Oh yeah, a lot of people I know did that. I had a friend that ejected his in his scrotum area. So yeah, that's definitely facts there, Gritty. You ain't saying nothing that I don't know about. Yeah, it was real bad. Um, so when this all went down, you started seeing a huge drop in the nuclear family. You started seeing mama strung out, father strung out. You started seeing kids getting separated. They couldn't even go to their grandmas because their grandmas were strung out. Everybody was strung out on this mess. And that's why the projects became a staple of a monster to the black community. And not to mention the white liberal folks that started this started to also push the agenda that they were helping the black family when in reality they were destroying it. They were doing what they've been wanting to do for years. They wanted to stop the black family from at one point the black family had almost 80% of a nuclear family unit.
He doesn't smoke his cigarettes on his property. I shoot him
Oh my god, bro. I don't understand, bro. I must have made it tonight. Oh, he gone. I knew he was a troll. I knew he was. Whoever this troll is, I want to say thank you for helping out my algorithm. I hope you make you another YouTube account right quick because you helped my algorithm out tremendously. I appreciate you. I don't know who you is, but thank God for you. Thank God for you. Because all you doing is hurting yourself. I done told you. Y'all keep on. Y'all help my numbers up tremendously. Boy, I tell you. So, and wrapping this all up before we get to the borderline to bring this home. This is what they wanted. They wanted 80% of the black nuclear family to crash down to an absolute zero, almost. And that's where we at now. You look at the nuclear family now, I think it's less than 16% that you find a two-parent home in the black community, especially in the project. You might find a 5 or 6%. Most of the time, you're gonna find single mothers who are struggling, trying to make it. And why is that? Now, this is where I'm about to hurt everybody's feelings, and that's when I'm gonna bring it home. Uh, Dark Knight. I am not answering anything unless it pertains to the stream of reparations. I'm not worrying about gun laws. I'm not going to talk about what I think about this or the that or the third. If it's not about what we're on topic right now, I'm not going to answer it. And nothing against you, Dark Knight. It's just that we just been having a rough night. And we've been getting some craziness. Oh, yeah, we talk about reparations, bro. About what happened in the PJs. But thank you, though. I know you the true Dark Knight. It's just that we just been having some craziness, bro. Nothing against you. It's just been crazy. But anyway, so let's get back to the topic. What I was saying. So the issue is that after all this said and done, no, you good, Dark Knight. You good, brother. With all this said and done, now we get back to reality. The reality of the situation is we get back to 2023. Hold on for 1 second.
We gotta put shoes on you.
All right, Mars. This is what we're gonna do. It's time for y'all to work for your mod thing that you got. Anybody that starts talking about anything that is not on topic tonight or what we're discussing, start blocking them. I don't care who or how long they been following the show. Unless they got a membership tag and they join the membership of the show, start blocking. If you start seeing all this craziness, let them talk it out and block them. Just block them on out. Take Riv out right quick, son. Okay, just start blocking them. So if you see, because whoever is trying to troll, they are making accounts as fast as they possibly can. So as much as the more accounts they make, the more you need to start blocking them. Sean, I don't know, bud. It's crazy tonight. We done had troll after troll after troll. So, like I said, any trolls that come in and start talking off topic, if they're not talking about reparations, if they trying to talk about gun laws or anything like that, anything crazy, go ahead on and block them. Because you're not going to have this filth on my chat. I don't need to know about what you did with your woman. I don't need to know about all that stuff. If it's not about a decent chat, well, we're talking about that, they got to go. And I'm quite sure it's probably a system of people slowly coming in, working together. Because I think this whoever that's doing this got a crew. So we're going to have to block the whole crew tonight. It'll be fine. As what they forgot is I got more mods than they got of a crew. So good luck. So getting back to what I was saying, as we fast forward now, and all this is coming out, everybody's screaming that they want these reparations, and everybody's screaming that they need $2.3 million. Now let's look at some of the things that we've been hooked up and blessed with. So give me 1 second. I'm about to show you. So about to show you. You're right, Danny. They sure will. And guess what? You're gonna have more black folks that will fall for it every time. So everybody keep talking about reparations. We're gonna do one example. First up, we're gonna go kind of in reverse. We're gonna start with now and then in the past. $90 million. Y'all remember that? $90 million? That was BLM's total in 2020. Now, y'all remember BLM, right? BLM says Black Lives Matter. They was trying to further the agenda of the Black Americans, and they was a Marxist. They didn't believe in capitalism and all that mess, right? That's what they said. This is what they said all the time. What happened, guys? What happened after they raised $90 million? How many organizations you think of BLM chapter saw it? Zero. We got a lot of BLM people that were getting arrested for fraud. Let's look at some of these stories. Oh, a teaching moment. Let's see. We we about to get it. First things first. March 16, 2022. Monica Grant. That's right, Monica Cannon Grant and her husband was charged with doing what? Taking at least $185,000. $185,000 from black folks. BLM guys. Remember now, it was supposed to go to communities. And what were they doing with that $185,000? Ho, 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 ho. Woo! 13 counts of those wire frauds. They were buying cars. Okay? It was buying cars, getting consulting fees, being unemployed, scamming off of unemployment. Yeah, man. Taking trips. Shout out to Monica Cannon Grant for giving us another example of why black folks in America can't get reparations because of this right here. Oh, we not finished, Wokins. Cause I'm trying to give y'all the benefit of the doubt, but it never works. Ooh, man, another one, another Black Lives Matter leader, Shalamaya Bowers. He was all around Atlanta. He was accused of stealing $10 million. $10 million. Now he got he was actually got a lawsuit against him with grassroots. And guess who he was stealing money with? Patrice Cullors, who recently got fired from doing a documentary because they found out that she's full of BS. You can't make this up, guys. You can't make this up. Oh, we got more because I want these Wokians to understand why I'm against reparations. Because right now, I'm pretty much making my case pretty good. Because every time that we get a chance to redeem ourselves, that we're going to do best for the community, we never do. We always do best for ourselves. So liberal wokeness, let's give you another example how you keep screwing up. Let's see here. There's another one. Another one, a guy named Mr. Page. You know, Major Page. Yeah, he was out there in Atlanta. Yeah. Oh, Major old Page. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm trying to do what I can, man, for the community. This is the man that brought himself a house and stuff. $450,000. Man, I could go on. It's so many of them. I mean, there's so many. Pamela Moses. She got sentenced. She in jail. Oh, Pam. Oh, Pam in jail, bro. Even though she did under $500, what a lot of money is her cohorts. Who else? Sarah, come here. Y'all hold on for a second.
Just let go of it now.
No, Cindy.
You're not putting it back on the dog.
I said that we don't need
It's
two
right there. No, you can't.
$2.3 million
It's wet.
because
Don't tell me.
if
no.
that was the case, we would have to have $2.3 million for everybody because of the history of slavery. Because everybody was slaves. Because you got British people that were slaves that came over here during that time. You got Irish people that were slaves that came over here at that time. I mean, it's a lot of slavery people. I think so, exactly, Cindy. We all would deserve it, but we know that liberals are not going to do that because then that would cancel their talking point to get votes from Black Americans. If they gave me $2 million and everybody was getting 2 million in the U.S., I'm talking about black all nationalities. I take it. But if it ain't about all nationalities, I stand on that. I'm not taking it because I don't want no free handout from daddy government if it's not going to benefit everyone that's involved. Exactly. Oh, I'm living with my adopted mother right now until our house get ready. So yeah, we got a good bit of people in and out. It's my family, our family and stuff. That's why it's been busy tonight. So that's why I told y'all to bear with me. Don't worry, when we get the new spot, it won't be as busy. And that'll be sometime next week. New spot should be ready. I can't wait either. That way I can be able to set everything up and really get the stream. Daughter's mother? No, my adopted mother. I didn't say nothing about my daughter's mother. My daughter's mother is the woman I'm married to. April? Hello? Oh my Lord, Jesus help me. Y'all about to start some drama. All right. So this is where I'm at. I just make it do what it do, Cindy. But as I was saying before, this is where we at. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy how that much money was raised and black people did not get any opportunity from it. From so-called people that said they were. Now, here's the kicker. Since I brought all this to you, everybody been saying the Wokians. Thank you. Thank you, 007. Get her out of here. Another one. God, they working hard tonight. Wow. Man, how many trolls that is now? That's like the eighth troll, bro. We made it, guys. We made it. 8 trolls in the chat within a 2-hour period. We made it, guys. We've made it. We have actually made it. We need to call this a monumental moment. 8 trolls. That's a lot of trolls, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, I know it was Dean K. He's obsessed with me, bro. He's a stalker, bro. Look, Dean, I know I'm sexy, man, but darn, you need to keep your thoughts to yourself, bro. I don't go that way. You know what I mean? A little creepy. Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing nobody's talking about. All the damage that was done by BLM, and they stole all this money, and none of the Black American uh people that was unfortunate got any parts of it. Now, let me see here. We about to bring it home here and wrap this up. Hold on. We about to wrap this up. Now, the one the last BLM guy, oh, that was 2015. All right, so let me see what else we got going on here. My train of thought. Yes. Hold on. All right. Now this was this month here. Now I had somebody last night talking about, oh yeah, he was all for it when we was on my Instagram account. I was on there and I had this guy, the independent living, which I think he's supposed to be some kind of conservative person, but I think he's woke. He's woken, bro. He's not conservative, not at all. Not somebody wants reparations that bad. So anyway, Governor Newsom was telling all of the task force, he gassed them up. Yeah, man, this is good. I'm glad to see y'all being outspoken, blase, blase. Then all of a sudden, as soon as uh they started getting steam for this, he don't want to support a $1.2 million for black residents in California. Now let's talk about California. Y'all know California was a free state from the beginning. No, there was no slaves in California. Never was any slaves in California. They had a gold rush, but it was a free state. So I'm trying to figure out in my mind how they gonna get $1.2 million for each resident when when the state never had any slaves of that magnitude. And then the task force made a fool out of themselves because they did all that screaming, we want reparations, and talking about Governor Newsom is behind us, and he won't even stand up for them. He won't stand up for them. So what that tell you about this white liberal? The same thing Malcolm X have been telling people from time and time again. You cannot trust white liberal people when it comes to black American affairs because they do not respect black Americans. They want them to live off the government as much as possible. They know giving them $2.3 million. Think about it. You giving each resident $2.3 million. Do you know how many of those of that get that $2.3 million could live for the rest of their lives and make that money generational wealth? A lot. But see, our problem is we'll get that money and blow it because we won't take the time to get generational wealth because we're too busy wanting more handouts. We'll spin that up and swear out that it wasn't enough. I'm telling you, man. I know how my people think, bro. It's sad, but true. So, more of the story is, and I'm finna wrap this up now, since I've proven my point on that. All right, guys. The moral of the story is this: reparations is a waste of time. We have had, as Black Americans, more opportunities to be successful than any group of people in America. I'm gonna stand by and say it. We're the first through affirmative action to get scholarships. We're the first. Look, if you look at right now, you look up kids getting 3, 4, 5, 6, $7 million worth of scholarships because of their knowledge. How many of them, mostly what color they are? Eye skin tone in the past year and a half, black. So you're trying to tell me that there's no opportunity? We could get funding faster than any group or nationality of people if we need it. But yet we'll take funding and we want to defund the police. Think about what we just said. I just said defund the police. We say that we want our community to be safe and we want to be successful, but we want to defund the people that can be a part of that success because we want to go by a small percentage rate of 6 to 7% of police brutalities committed against black folks. Do you know how many white people get police brutality against police officers? Look up the FBI index. It never fails. Every year, 20 to 30%. 20 to 30%. I know what you're gonna say. Well, we got more white people in the public. Doesn't matter. 20 to 30%. I don't see white folks defending the police. Show me a white suburban neighborhood that is asking for their neighborhood to be defunded by the police that's gated. I'll wait. None. But again, black folks want reparations. Black folks want reparations. We dying to get this 2.1 or 1.3 million dollars that you will never see. Why didn't we get 40 acres in a mule, guys? Back then, because those same liberal people that you keep voting never wanted you to have an opportunity. Now, fast forward to 2023, and you want 1.3 to 2.5 million dollars. This is what's going to happen. I'm gonna help you out. The liberals going to sit you down like they always do. They're going to stroke your hair. They're going to look you in your face. They're going to say, "Hey, little black person that wants to be a victim every 5 seconds, I have a solution. We can't give you 1.2 million or 1.3 million, but we'll set up some type of program or something to help advance you so you can be able to have more opportunity." You'll sit there, okay, and you'll do that, right? And when they set it up for you to have opportunity, they set up for you so that way they can laugh at you because they know you're not going to take advantage of it. Because they know that we as black folks, we don't want anything we got to put any work in. We want it for free. Because that's the Blackistan way. We want it fast, hot, and ready. The moral of the story, black folks, is a parable that I talked about today. And I'm going to say it again while I talk about reparations. And this is probably the last time I'm going to talk about it for a long time. Give a man a fish, he's going to eat it every time and have his hand out waiting for the fish. But if you teach a man how to fish, guess what? He will eat and fish for a lifetime. Y'all look. Look at this. Look at this. I made it. Look at this guy. Look, guys. He made this for me. Isn't that amazing? Y'all, guys, I need y'all to screenshot this. This is beautiful. This troll is after my own heart. I love this troll, man. He's after my own heart. He really is. Thank you, troll. I appreciate you, bro. I don't know if you're obsessed with me, and I'm glad you're a good fanboy. This is what fanboys do, guys. I want y'all to see it. This is what fanboys do. Go ahead on and block them, guys. This is what fanboys do. Oh my God. Look at this old fanboy. He is really excited. Oh my God.
Don't you start again.
But anyway, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. And y'all, please impress the and embrace the troll. Okay, man, I said this troll is on fire, baby. Please like, share, subscribe. Y'all know what it is, man. We made it, baby. I'm out. I am out.